market crashed on me, but that's not my last, homie. It ain't over for me. It ain't over for me. The market crashed on me, but that's not my last, homie. Only one logical thing to do. Don't trip by the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip by the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip by the dip. Get my chips and dip. Hot on coins and watch me flip. In and out, I'm stacking pips. Market looking bearish. By the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip. Sour cream and onion dip. Scoop it with some ruffle chips. Sink them like Titanic ship. Bartender, here's a tip. Crypto face is the truth. He can even show you proof. This is market cipher school. Rory made you say, ooh, wish I had one too. Making plays on Tradingview. Waiting on a blue triangle. I just call it Blue's Clue. Portfolio diversified. Keep my balance classified. Scared to look, you terrified. But when you did, you almost died. It's all good before you went to sleep. Woke up to a surprise. Couldn't believe your eyes. Where the hell did your money go? You like, oh my God, what the fuck happened? Bitcoin dumping in my sleep. Woke up to a market sweep. That's the reason I don't sleep. Keep my eyes on the prize. Bought some Hex and Cardano. Fear of missing out. FOMO, that's a no-no. Yeah, I know, bro, but I still do the shit. I'm just trying to hit a lick, so I think I just might buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip, buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip, buy the dip. Get my chips and dip. Hot on coins and watch me flip. In and out, I'm stacking pips. Market looking bearish. Buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip. The market crashed on me, but it's not my ass, homie. Time to rise up out the flames like a motherfucking phoenix. Flying high in the sky, and I motherfucking mean it. Put it all on the house, I can't help it cause I'm greedy. Got a family, gotta feed it. All my followers, man, they need me. We can all get rich together, talk about financial freedom. BTC, ETH, XRP, that's a threesome. Three-way. Blockchain tokens got your boy really eating. Cryptocurrency is a gift from God. All praises to the Most High. Help me beat the odds, playing smart so I don't get wrecked like you pencil next. Where a crew call me Spider-Man, the way I spider line. Until we position, then I exit trades right on time. Might tell you a secret, but I'll never drop a dime. Favorite pastime, sitting back, watching candles climb. If they go the other way, keep calm and don't trip. By the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip, by the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip, by the dip. Get my chips and dip. Hot on coins and watch me flip. In and out, I'm stacking pips. Market looking bearish. By the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip. It ain't over for me. 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 It ain't over for me.
Little trade another day.
It's only 8 a.m. I don't do it for the gram. I know I'm a man. I'm my 2020. Whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020. Reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new Jeep, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma send it. I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad. Top speed like a rocket, it was
Good morning all. Yes, sir. Hope everyone is good. Hope everyone is well. Let me make sure all systems go here. Let's get into it. There we go. See what we got going on for today and take it from there. So, start off here with the calendar. Let's have a look here at the calendar. Happened to this. Wake up. Okay, fix that. Today's gonna be Tuesday here. We have pretty much clean, to be honest. Nothing too crazy here. We're just having a little bit of CAD CPI, nothing in the morning. Current accounts 12 p.m. Okay. Yeah, we have a bit of FOMC speech later, not too big impact. And yeah, overall pretty clean day in terms of the news side of things. And looking at price here, start off with the daily time frame. Previous daily closing bearish on gold here, closing below that weak support we had yesterday. 4-hour time frames closing bullish here, back inside of the range, so giving us mixed session bias. Did form a new 4-hour support here. So I'm going to take this one here, going to make this our new 4-hour support, 4S. And let's see how we're forming now. That daily support from yesterday we've closed below, right? So is it still relevant? Let's see on lower time frames. Yeah, it's still reacting off that. We have this resistance zone from yesterday. We're seeing that become an issue. Here we have a 15. See how the 1 hour looks here. So 1 hour creating resistance, 30-minute created resistance, trying for a lower high. Daily support sitting there. We're just adjusted to match this. So few options here. Either we see daily support be retested again and then take buys back up to the highs to try breach this high. Buying above here now. Back here was good, but now we're coming too deep to just wait for price to form a support, then go there. We'll need to come up, form a bearish candle, then close above on a bullish candle. This previous 4-hour support can go now, so we have nice range there actually. Cross through twice, so we can trade at least back up to 43s. Now on the downside, it being mixed session bias today and this potentially flipping the daily, trading back into that 4-hour support can be an option here. It's not the best range, but it is a range nevertheless. We could look to trade down. It's only 16 pips, so we need it to be worth it. So I want to see a good close here, tight stop loss. Let's just see how big this candle is as a reference. Yeah, that's like 26 pips, so it really needs to be worth it, right? We need a candle that's like 15 pip candle to give us that 19 pip range down to there, which is fine. But we need a good, we need a good basically closure there for it to make sense. Now, looking at DAX here on the other hand, starting off here on the daily time frame on DAX here, we can see previous daily still managing to close bearish in this scenario. So bearish candle close, and 4-hour time frame is closing bearish as well. So full bearish bias on DAX, lower high, lower low at the moment. We are moving down towards that 4-hour support, 1-hour support. Yeah, it's kind of eaten up the range at the moment here. That's tough. That's very tough. What would we do in this scenario? Tough on DAX. We're very close to 4-hour support. Sells below the 4-hour support, but it's like we're right in the middle. It's quite a lot of way, 16 points. But below here would be fine. But we need to form structure. We can't just dump straight below. We would need structure. It's in a very tough spot at the moment. We could try sell back down to 1-hour support. It is an option, but that 5-minute is right there lurking. And then you have really no room. 7 points. I mean, if we pull back and then form resistance to continue down, yes, potentially. That could be our sell as well. Otherwise, realistically, below 4-hour support is only where we start to get clean. Yeah, that's only where we start to get clean, below 4-hour support, unless that's so close to that 1-hour support. I don't know if it's enough. Like this pullback was fine. If we were here and then this was happening at 10 a.m., we could sell back down and then look to continue. So we'd need one more pullback if we're going to sell from up here. I need to see this develop from here. At the moment, it's an extremely tough spot to look for anything that makes total sense. Aggressively, we could sell below here and then try to get to here. But, you know, it's high chance it ends up being a break-even trade. But it's almost halfway to TP. So it could be a short here. But again, 4-hour support is not even TP in that case. So let's see how it forms. Let some price action form here. And then we can take it from there. Now, just to have a quick look at some currency pairs here. See how GJ is doing. Rejected the highs yesterday. No breakout. Just failed at resistance. Currently, that is resulting in a very weak daily candle close. 4-hour time frame is still stuck inside of this range. It's technically a bullish bias, but I see this more as mixed. If we're going to buy GJ, or you're going to buy GJ, it's going to make sense above these highs, or to see some sort of supports form to take buys. That's what would make sense. Selling below here can be an option, but it's tough. A lot of fake outs happening on GJ, but I'm just going to watch what happens there. Now on UJ, which been cleaner price action in terms of movement, daily time frame is closing bullish here. So bullish daily candle close, but UJ has gone and ended up forming a very messy daily range. So UJ's kind of turned off its gas tank, and it's now just sitting in this extremely choppy range. 4-hour time frame closing mixed here, so mixed bias here, and we're just seeing a bunch of really messy price action, right? So let's see what 1 hour is saying here. We have clean range to downside, mixed bias. So there is an option to potentially sell UJ, but look at this already faking out, huh? But no 30-minute close below. Actually, technically that 30-minute close below the support. 1 hour hasn't closed below, but that's sneaky, that little fake out it's trying to do right now. So I'd say if this closes bullish, then a close below here for sells can make sense. That would be the only option I see so far on UJ, and then we take it from there. So that's basically the analysis, and yeah, this is how it is. So markets just need to form a little bit. Gold is not looking too bad here. Nice pullback already. DAX just needs to form a little bit of clarity for us, and then we should be able to get something clean. Especially if we dump on DAX here, we have so much clean range here. We'll get some nice trades in there as long as there's volume today. Now, yesterday there was okay volume, right? We had great volume yesterday on DAX, so it's not like we can sit here and be like, shit, I don't think there's gonna be good volume. No, yesterday I had great volume, so it's positive. It's positive for that. I'm just trying to think, do I want to follow yesterday's kind of plan of where this started dumping down? We saw this happen at a similar time, and trust price to break through these supports. I could try it. Especially a 5-minute candle closing below here. I could give it an aggressive shot. 1 hour would close bearish, 30 would close bearish, and we could kind of repeat what happened yesterday. Same time, 10 a.m., right? Around that same time, then we started continuing down. So I want to see here, it was around 10:15 actually. I want to see here how this ends up forming, and then I can either decide to sell early and just be aggressive if it comes back, or I just wait for below the 4-hour support. So yeah, we can see we closed above support anyway, so it makes the decision for you. 1 hour is still valid. 1 hour has closed below here. 30-minute has closed above though. So minimum would be a 5-minute close below, but this is pretty nice for us to just consolidate a little bit. Look at daily. We have previous daily very near on DAX. Yeah, these are being crossed through with the wicks 1, 2, 3 times, so I'm not too worried about the previous daily because of how many times we've crossed through with these wicks here, here, here. So I'm kind of looking at the current range, although you could keep it on, but more importantly today is going to be that 4-hour support. That's main target, you know. So that's how it is. That's how it is. And that's it. And that's it. Let's see what we got going in chart. Harry, sir, is selling lows, buying highs a mixed bias? No, that's just bad entry. Bro, just enter a trade, enter something. Yep, I will enter when I see something that is following my plan. Oh, he's a hater. He's not profitable. He just takes one trade a week with 60% win rate. Thanks, man. You just called me profitable. You can't say that I'm not profitable, but I have a 60%. Even if I had a 60% win rate and take one trade a week and it wins, you're still profitable. Doesn't change. It doesn't change that you're not profitable. Even though that's not the case. London has been slower. I've been killing it in New York. If you want to see how my New York trades have been going, you're more than welcome to review that. Everything is there transparently. I even publicly took a funding challenge for you guys. And I documented that. I posted it on YouTube. So if you want to see the trades that I took, every single trade, go and you can have a look at that. So there you go. Would you consider setup 3 on UJ? No, because it didn't close below the support, right? The 15 support. Let's see. Actually, yeah, we have now closed below. So I take that back. 1 hour close below now. 30-minute close below. You know, to play it safe, we can wait for 5-minute close below here. Because that wick, yeah, I mean, you could just take it as a setup 3. That is fine. 2 minutes though, you know, in 2 minutes, it could be worth it to wait for the close below. That also could make sense, break of low here. Yeah, it would make sense. See that level, yeah. Then your next level is gonna be this. That's what you have to watch. Any one of these wicks or something like that. Take DAX unfunded yesterday? No, I don't have unfunded DAX. So I took it on my account. Trying to get USD JPY on my chart. I got it now. $50 seconds for 5 to close. See how it closes below, or does it close above? I also just added an MT5. Yeah, maybe we try UJ today, something different. So if it closes below here, last 10 seconds, something here, I'll take it. But it seems like it's closing above. So we'll wait. So I'll wait for the next candle to close below here. That's my plan on UJ. Very simple. Candle close below, extra confirmation. I'm taking only A+ setups on UJ because I haven't traded in it in ages. So A+ would be close below. I wonder what's wrong with taking one trade a week. If that pays your bill better than someone who takes 50 trades and blow 10's account, definitely, yeah. But you could optimize that, right? I mean, for me, it's not the case. This week, there's already been 2 trades. It's a matter of if you took them or not. Morning, morning. Way too much waiting for trades for me, but it works. Not dissing, but I would need alarms instead of camped out. Well, it's only 1 hour, right? It's not really that much. Harry, yesterday you took DAX trade? Yes, I took DAX trade. I posted it in the group. Where is it? In New York session. This was the trade. Like this. This one. I wanted to get triggered on this one, but this spread triggered me here. You see that gap up? I don't know, spread must have widened. Yeah, so we're just holding this support, so I need to see something close below for me. Something close below, I'll take it. Looks horrible, but yeah, we just need to wait for that confirmation. Then it will not look as horrible. Did you sell US 30 during NYC yesterday? No, I didn't actually. I didn't see anything. Let me check. I left the charts around 7 o'clock my time. Let's see how it ended up forming. Let's see. Wow, that's a mess, man. Yeah. No sells for me. That's a mess. What a mess. I'm glad I didn't stick around. This could have been a deadly trade. It's too late though. Not that bad, actually. Yeah, it was a mess yesterday on US 30. It just went sideways. Look at that shit. That would have chopped up a lot of people. See how DAX is doing here? DAX also rejected off the support. So I wonder if this is a big pullback to continue down. Counter bias today. I need to consider counter bias. If this is going to hold as a 4-hour rejection zone. Not sure yet. I think we need at least a 1-hour break of structure, which would be there, and then get above a 30. It's quite difficult actually. So I'd rather look for this to create resistance, close back inside below the 15, take the sells down for now. Not yet counter bias. What happened? Let's see. Did it just blast through? Oh no. Spy, huh? Still 4 minutes. Would also be the next 15. Not bad. Not bad. Second I wrote something rejected. If you want to take more trades, set alerts on the charts where you need to pay attention, then go back to test, improve while you're waiting. If you want more trades, then just see, more trades did not equal me more profit. And that was a proven statistic. Proven statistic. More trades did not equal more profit. So there's a reason I did this. I used to take about 5 trades a day. That was my average, 5 trades a day. Yeah, it was hype, but I would be losing money. Because I would make money, give it back, make money, give it back, make money, give it back. So there's a whole reason behind that. Like this whole online thing you see about scalping and stuff like that, and people taking tons of trade, it's all BS. Go look at the top traders. You know, actually, I would say some of the most reputable traders online are probably not even trading on 15. They're swing trading. So that's even less trades they're taking, right? They're taking even less trades. So the fact that we're taking session trades and we get probably on average 3 trades a week is very healthy. It's a very profitable method. And I've been averaging 5 trades a week as well, right? It just depends. But if you are in one session trading only London session, in this period, you're going to be taking less trades. Doesn't mean you can't be profitable, but you're taking less trades because there's less options, right? Yesterday, there was an option, just more aggressive option. There was an option on Monday. We took the DAX option as well. There's been options, but you know, that's already 3 trades actually. That's already 3 trades. Anyways, appreciate you guys showing up to stream. Make sure to leave a like. You guys know the drill. Do the YouTube business. Giveaway at 600 viewers. You know the business. Gold here also trying to form a support candle on 15. Will this be enough is the question here. What type of range are we working with? Working with 30 pips, 28 pip stop loss, 17 pip target to there. So I have to make sure it doesn't go down. 1 hour resistance right here. There you go. I hate that this 5 here as well is pretty shitty. Check on USD JPY trying to close. It is struggling at the moment. Has 1 minute though. What's a chance for you to plug Pip Labs? Yeah, guys, Pip Labs V5 coming by next month here. Next month, Pip Labs V5. In about 2 days, everyone who's currently subscribed on Pip Labs will be transferred to the new version. So we're going to onboard our current clients. So that's going to take 2 weeks to onboard current clients. That takes some time. So that might be a little bit rough because we redesigned the whole thing. So we have to take the data. So the database is a little bit different. So I'm not going to make it complex, but we have to take the database and re-upload it. It's not just a transfer where it can read from our old database. It has to be changed a little bit. So we're going to be uploading all of that. It's just a bit of time to upload that data. So to fully transfer people over will probably take at least a week. So we're going to do that first. Candle didn't close below here. We also don't have a 15-minute candle closing below. So no entry just yet. Let's go see what gold is doing here. Rejected the 1 hour. I want to see a close above the 1 hour. Wish my Pip Labs account was my real account. I did 25% from beginning of July till now on gold. Nice. So you have to check what was the difference. You mean you backtested 25? Well, probably you have more knowledge. And then you have to see. Then is your problem just an emotion problem? Could be as simple as that. Keep an eye on DAX. We see if we close back in the range. 15-minute fail to close above resistance. If this candle can close bullish, next one can close below. 100% emotion problem, I think. Don't know how to solve it. So see what's the difference. So you took those trades. You need to compare the trades and see the difference of the trades. What is the exact difference? Is the difference in management? Is the difference in execution, hesitation? You have to identify it. You'll be able to see that one by one. And then once you do that, you'll figure out, okay, I struggle with hesitation. So why do you hesitate? You hesitate because of risk, right? Are you just not ready to, comfortable to risk enough? Or do you hesitate because of you're just scared to lose in general? If you're scared to just lose in general, then that means that you just have not done enough repetition. I don't think that's going to be the case because you're able to make 25%. So if you were just scared in general, you wouldn't take it. So it must be either the risk causing hesitation issue, or is it just because when you trade, you just start to do random things? Because in a backtesting software, you can skip to the next day. You don't have to wait. But in real trading, you have a patience issue. That waiting kills you, makes you do a mistake. So that's how it works. What's the song title? It's called Box Clasp. Thoughts on GJ? We can have a look at GJ. I think that GJ at the moment is trying to break down here. 15-minute candle close below. We are at support at the moment here. So you want to get below this support is going to be good here. If you could get below this support, going to be a lot better to take sells below the support. Safer option to go down and fill the rest of the ranges. 30 minutes in an active setup from here, so you could have just sold the 30-minute big stop loss though. Don't like the stop loss, but after the big top wick you could run the 15-minute stop loss, right? Liquidity grab. I wonder if it broke low first then liquidity grabbed. Did it break low first then liquidity grab? It did. Wow. So it would have messed you up completely. Classic GJ. So if you went on a 15-minute setup here, you got stopped. You got stopped and then it went in your direction. Classic GJ, yeah? Let's see here how UJ is doing. We could get a close here on 5-minute time frame in 20 seconds. Could be enough for price to continue down. We could use this previous range. Be a little bit more aggressive. Stop loss here would be around 7 pips. Let's see if we get a top wick next candle here. Nine pips for there. Yeah, one stop loss above that 1-minute structure. Yeah, I'll give not UJ a shot here, break of lows. We have 1 hour close below active setup, 30-minute active setup, 15-minute doji candles, and then we have the 5-minute first time closing below after multiple tries. Good top wick on the 5. If UJ gonna play out, this would be the one. Also easy to manage this trade with anything closing back in the range. Can cut a lot of the trade. Where'd you put SL above previous wick? Yeah, putting above this 1 minute structure here. So from entry here, it would be around 8 pips. What's UJ bias? Mixed bias. Mixed bias on UJ. $18 seconds for 5 close here. Wonder if I should just wait for 5 close. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for 5 close here with 10 seconds left. Just I want to see it close next candle, make top wick. Don't trust that at the moment. That's how last 10 seconds it does that, huh? Maybe I should have just left the sell stop there, but it's too late now. Made a decision and that's it. GG. Check next. Still respecting 1 hour on gold. I'll wait for 30 minute on. I'll wait for 30 minute on USD JPY. I still don't like that it's such a small top wick and that 5 minute closing like that is weird. So 30 minute will be a deeper close, 15 minute will be a secondary close. So I can wait for 15. If it goes, it goes. I'm too late anyways. Not gonna just jump in randomly now. Or what's your management plan, Alexi? With the candle, very small top wick. You have to have a management plan. Even if you have huge SL, you don't want to just hold a losing trade, right? Let's see what DAX is doing here. Pushed up here to the top of the range. Very interesting price action here. We're coming close towards that 4 hour. It's trying to pick a direction at the moment. A little bit of a counter bias position here. Check that out. Bit of a counter bias position. $16, $12. Waiting for that 5 minute to close, but went counter instead. Yeah, it was counter bias option. If the next one closed below here, would have been nice as well. Come to think, that's probably where SL should be. There's no point of putting a big SL to be safe. You only put a big SL for a reason. Safe is not a reason, because you're safe. You're just adjusting. Now the price has to move even further. So is it really safe, or is it just taking longer for you to potentially lose? You see what I mean? Put trade SL where the trade is wrong. Yeah, exactly. We want to be in a trade that gets us to TP as fast as possible and reach TP in the most efficient way as possible by having an optimized stop loss. The bigger we put the stop loss, the more we start to de-optimize our potential take profits, right? Because we're asking the market to move in a bigger movement, which is fine if you're trading on higher time frame, but if you have the option to put a tighter stop loss, that makes sense to do so, right? 15-minute candles closing here. So let's see how DAX candle is at resistance at the moment here. Mark that. See that visually. Gold candle is closing at resistance here. And then we'll have a quick checkup on UJ here. Is closing below here, but with a rejection. That's really interesting. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles on the... I wonder what is the average for USD JPY. I mean, it would be technically an option taking it break of low, but personally on my side, with my lack of watching USD JPY so much, I don't know how this position would play out without pullbacks first. It is valid in terms of a position, but someone who's been watching USD JPY can do it. If you're just looking for signals, then, you know, you can just take it and then see what happens. But no 5-minute pullbacks. 1 minute looks good. 5 minute doesn't look too good. It's due for pullback, and 30-minute is your biggest threat here. But if UJ is a pair that in London has just been continuing, I'd have to do some research. So if we have time to do research, I could see. If not, then no. So last London here. Two big candles. Last London here. This one was okay, this London here. But late, not this time. This time was a lot of fake outs at this time. This London here was consolidation. It's hard, we don't have good data. Most of the Londons have been consolidation. This day here was good. This day here moved during the times here. I don't know. Good top wick, we can probably go. Yeah, but this is going to be one of those positions that the only place you can go break even is down here at the 15. No other place to go break even. I'm also not fully bearish on bullish on the yen. I'm bearish on the yen, and I feel the dollar is stronger than the yen at the moment. But for short term, we're seeing this weakness come into dollar. Let's just see if we can get some more weakness. We're sitting at daily resistance. 4 hours now reaching a bit of support, close to support. So we can dip below here. 1 hour time frame is reaching its support. Yeah, it's a risky zone on the dollar. A risky zone to be selling. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. Not yet. Not yet. Unless I see sick top wicks, stuff like that. I don't think so. Brother, I have no patience. That's why I lose more and more. Tell myself how to solve it. I mean, patience is something that you learn. You just get sick of it, right? Are you not sick of losing? You have to be sick of losing. So there's two ways. The first way is to just learn to walk away. Do something with your life so that you can walk away from the chart. After you take in 1 to 2 trades, walk away. And if you can't do that, then have someone hold you accountable. Be part of a community. And every time you lack patience, go and talk to that community and say, guys, today again I FOMO'd in. Because at some point you're going to get sick of that. Telling people again and again and again. It's like telling people you have an addiction, you know? And you're going to get super uncomfortable, you know? Like imagine, that's what I recommend to everyone in the exclusive. Like when they have a bad habit they want to break, every time you do that habit, type it out to everyone. You know? Guys, I just did this. Now you're holding yourself accountable to everyone. At some point you're going to make yourself more and more look like a fool, right? And then you're just going to feel bad about it and be like, you know what? I have to fix this shit. And that's the thing. It really proves you have a problem if you don't have the guts to send that message to the rest of the people. So I have sell option below. See what this is. Definitely sell options below there. Counter trend buys I'm trying to figure out now. 30 close above, 15 close above, clean range to the 4 hour. Reacted to 5, yes, of course. That's what I was kind of looking at. But I was thinking, is it worth it to trade from here to here? 7 points. I mean, you can get break even, no problems. You can get break even. But I mean, on DAX, it can be worth it because break-evens cost nothing. But you need a perfect close, right? Any deep close, it's just going to be game over. So that would be a setup that's built on basically good closes. See how gold is doing now. Gold is just consolidating. But we didn't see gold wake up yesterday till London Open, right? Gold woke up yesterday at London Open, so I'm not too worried about consolidation right now, as yesterday it took till London Open for gold to wake up. let's see what time exactly. Yeah, exactly London Open. So maybe we can keep it simple today. London Open, 1 hour candle closes above here. You take it on the 1 hour candle closing above. It's not going to be a crazy stop. 35 pip stop. We have a 25 pip target to the 15, but the 1 hour is clean all the way to previous 4 hours, 60 pip range. So if we get the same volume as yesterday, which was pretty good, 30 pips is not a problem. And that's when we can use the 1 hour and then cut the noise from the 15 minute. There's a lot of noise on 15:30. Yes, we will still have to watch these levels, but all of those levels are going to be when we're in profit by at least 10 to 15 pips. This one 27 pips. Plus we're basing it on 1 hour. Basing something on 1 hour is different. We would have a confirmation of other time frames as well by then, because for the 1 hour to close above here means the 15 has to close above. The nice thing is, if we do fail and end up continuing down, then we can take sells below here and attempt that at London Open to get the same volume. How did you manage your time at the start with trading and creating your YouTube channel? Well, I use my YouTube channel as a way to stop FOMOing and over trading, right? Because when you begin trading, you don't want to be trading all day. Trading 9, 10 hours, 11 hours a day is not going to make you profitable. You want to only be trading in volume sessions. So between the volume sessions, I could make a video, and I was only making one video a week. And then eventually that got a bit time consuming, and I'm like, okay, I'm not a content creator. Even though, yes, I've built I would say an okay YouTube channel and stuff like that. My goal was not content creation. My goal was just to put out my experiences, not opinions. So I just share my experiences. And what happened with that is I ended up in a scenario where I'm like, okay, I need to be able to show my skill, grow my channel, because building a personal brand is going to be helpful in many ways. And I need to find a way to make content. And I'm like, okay, how am I going to show the skill without showing lifestyle only? How am I going to show the skill without flexing profits? Because profits is what everyone flexes. And me flexing $10,000, $15,000, which is good money, but there's people out there flexing $100,000, $200,000, which probably is not real, but that's what the internet. And I said, how is that going to benefit someone watching? Like, how, if someone sees me make $200,000, right, which most people are faking, right, which I didn't want to do, I'm like, how is that person going to benefit? They're just going to get unrealistic expectations. Then they're going to fall in love with me and realize, hey, I have to, not literally, but hey, I have to listen to everything he has to say because he'll make me $200,000. Then they realize that that's not a reality, and then they quit anyway. So I said, that's never going to help someone succeed. I said, so what is going to help someone succeed? I said, well, I'm sharing my experiences. Now let me see if I can just show the skill, which is something many people don't do because it's too risky. Many people aren't profitable. So I said, fine, I'm going to come live, keep a track record, and take every single trade on a live stream and just show the trade. Not flex, oh, last night I made $20,000. This loss on stream is nothing. Oh, I've been making 20, 15,000. This loss on stream. No, I said I'm going to come on stream and not even talk about profits. Just talk about my trades. Because profit could be regardless. One guy could be making $10. The other guy could be making $10,000. It's the same trade. So let me talk about the exact trade and let people focus in on the trade. Big risk for me because I'm going to be hated only on my trade. I don't have to flex profits to tell people to shut up. But I said that is going to be a way I can build something that is going to be, you know, sustainable and make content at the same time. So I took that risk and I'm like, I'm just going to do that. I felt confident enough with my strategy. And here we are 2 years later. I've documented every single trade I've taken live on stream for the last 2 years. You know, very rare for people to do that. It's too much risk, you know, especially online. Like you can see, we've had negative growth because of people just don't want the reality. They want this dream selling, right? They want things to come quick. They want things to happen fast. But it's just interesting how I've been able to achieve what I want to achieve. I don't have the biggest channel. I don't get 100,000 of views. I don't have a group with thousands of members in it. No, my group stays the same. It's very organized, it's tight-knit, and I think that's even a problem. I wish we could help more people, but they don't see the value in that. And I think that's partially my fault because I also make it such an affordable price. People don't think that what you get in there is equivalent to what I say it is because of the price. Most products for that price, you just get nothing, you know? Good morning. Can you tell us more about the exclusive group? How does it work? Yeah. So when you join, you get access to a course to learn everything from A to Z. So that's just part of the group. You don't have to pay extra. Once you join the exclusive group, you get to watch all that content from beginner stuff to advanced content. Everything is there organized. At the same time, I just don't want people watching videos. The difference about the group is every time you have something confusing, you can ask me directly. You can directly ask me questions. I'm going to give you written feedback. If you prefer verbal feedback, we have Zoom calls every single day. We have webinars every single week where you can ask me. The second thing, big benefit, is you're going to get my New York sessions as well. You're going to trade. I put my New York plans, my New York trade ideas, everything in there. Third thing is you're going to be in a community with everyone with the same goal. Everyone has the same goal. Everyone's striving to work hard together, and putting yourself in that environment will allow yourself to gain feedback from others, take others as motivation, not competition, and not let others give you wrong advice, because it's basically giving you the right advice. And you basically get support from me directly, which one-on-one time typically costs like $500 an hour for the size of my channel and what people do. That's what people averagely charge. So you're getting that for 10% of that price. It's like a massive deal, you know? But people don't take advantage of that, and then they lose out. Then they wonder why do I have to show up to stream every day and London's boring, where they could have just joined NY and be cooking because they know how to trade the strategy, right? But they want to try blame someone else except themselves. And this is a big mistake people make in trading, is that if you just take accountability, you get results. And that's what I want to push. 25 for 22. It's not that bad. 5 minute has structure as well. Break even would be all these previous messy zones. Let's see if we close below here. Let's see if we close below here. 25 pips stop loss. Not too crazy. 26, let's say. So 36 seconds we have to close below. If we don't close below, it's not going to make sense. At the moment it's struggling. I don't know if we're going to get the close below, but I'm happy to take it if we do close below. But you never know. Last few seconds can close below. I've seen that before. Looks like it might close below here. Let's see if we get a top wick here first. A little bit better of a top wick would be nice. I want to see, come on, give me something a little bit stronger, Mr. Gold. All right, now we're making a stronger top wick here. That's what I wanted to see. So the difference to break of low on my broker is 1.7 pips. So yeah, entry would be like 1.7 pips difference. Didn't close below a MetaTrader. For me, I have a close below clear. Good top wick coming now. Yeah, all clear. So that's the idea for now. That's why we want to wait for those bigger top wicks. You see how they save you there? Like sometimes you miss it, but it gives you that super extra confirmation, especially on a setup like this where we're mixed bias. Bearish bias, you don't really need to wait for too much of a top wick as long as it's there, right? As long as it's there. But when we're in this scenario and this is a choppy zone here to the left, and we see choppy area here, and stuff like that, we want to take that extra confirmation and be patient, because gold is actually in a range. This is a range, right? And this is the first time we've had a break of structure since we broke out of the range. The reason why I like it is because now we're starting to make lower highs and potentially the first lower low. So when we make a lower low here, as long as we get this top wick, this is proving to me that it's not going to be a fake out, because this is where your fake out's going to happen. If you look deeper onto a 5-minute time frame and you check out this zone on your broker, this is also a potential rejection zone on the 5-minute time frame. Heavy rejections can be coming from here, right? So we want to make sure that we go up first, then come down, because the upside would prove, if we're going down first, then come up, now we don't know. Now this could fake out London, we're taking buys. But if we go up first, then come down, this is going to prove to me we are ready to go. Right? So this is what's very important. Very, very important. You're going break of low? Yeah, just on my broker, it's like 1.6 pips difference. On here, it's showing, I think 2 pips maybe on here. 3 pips, yeah. So I just put it here. On my broker, it's only a difference of 1.6 from the low that was created. Yeah, 1.6. Stops would be above the 15-minute candle high. Because see, if this closes back inside the range here, honestly, for London, 1 hour could flip and close above in 11 minutes. We're taking buys. We're taking buys. Think about managing 5-minute closing back in the range. Yeah, I mean, it's just tough because this is not a trade I would be in. You know, it's very tiny top wick, and this one didn't even have top wick on this chart here. So it's hard, man. It's hard. It's even if you manage it, like you have to manage break of structure or manage 15 close back in the range, because that's where it's really invalid, is when 15 closes back in the range. This thing can still flip. Those asking how the position would look like this. Then my stop would go here. You see on my broker, that level there for the sell stop is only a difference, oops, wrong tool, from the break of low, 1.6 points, see? 1.6 pips. So it makes sense for me to take it there. It's a very small difference. But I don't think I'm gonna get my sell stop triggered again. Same thing on USD JPY. Now again we're popping back up, but these top wicks today saving. These top wicks today saving, been very important. But I'm still gonna keep it because until the 15-minute candle close, that's where we know. So we're gonna see. If the 1 hour closes above, I'm interested in buys. So I know it will seem weird, like I'm switching between buys and sells, but 8 minutes, a lot can happen, guys, really. 5 minute now could just make a lower high, dump, and then I'll be triggered. So we're gonna see. Would you spend 5K for a yearly course trading someone's live 10K capital one-on-one all year with professional, and every time you make 10% of capital, they up to $1 million? That sounds like, what was it called? AstroFX or something. I remember back in the day, they even tried contact me on some deal like that. Big scam. It sounds like something back in the day. I didn't go for it. So I actually got offered that. I didn't go for it because it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense for me for the offer that they were doing, and the way they were urgency closing me made it salesy. If you're actually trying to nourish traders, you would offer them value first, and then based on that value, you can see if they're committed, because it's not profitable for the company. They used to... Brother, start a prop firm passing challenge. I did it already. It's on my channel. I passed it already. Here. This is the video. Started it like... It took me 2 weeks to pass. You can watch it. So technically, after FX is a scam. I mean, you know, it's not something I wanted to do. I don't hate on anyone. You know, but it's just not something I wanted to do. I think for 5,000, if someone was to pay me £5,000 for 1 year, I would give them a lot more, you know. I mean, the fact that I charge 50 per month is, you know, tells you a lot. Like, I do believe there's a time and place, and it's much better to charge someone 5,000 than 50, not only for profitability and your time being paid for. Your clientele is going to be way better. It's only very serious people who are going to pay that money. You know, it's not people who are desperate for an income. Still think it might flip. I have my sell stop there, but if it doesn't flip, then it doesn't mean anything for me. I would have never been in this position, so to manage it, it's very tough because it's 50-50 right now. If this closes bearish on the 15, good. This one closed back in here, but it closed below here, so it makes it hard to manage. I mean, right now, you're so close. If people took this, you know, it's 6 pips. You're not saving much. Or you get kids that pay with daddy's money. Yeah, but then you get paid for your time at least. So there's no cheating there, you know. The worst thing is if you don't get paid. So if you charge a cheap product, you don't get paid for your time. You get someone who's ungrateful, doesn't want to learn, and blames you at the end of the day. And then at the end of it, you're also not paid still. You know? So it makes it much worse. Makes it much worse. At least if they're bad, they don't put in the effort, then they've paid. And you can use that to hold them accountable. Right? You can say, listen, man, you've paid a lot of money to be here. Please do not waste your time here. I'm ready to help you. Whereas if you tell someone that and they've only paid, let's say $50, they don't care. They're just like, I don't give a shit. You know? So the clientele is much different. If it's too expensive, they think it's a scam. If it's too cheap, they think it's shit. Yeah, indeed. The only reason I priced the exclusive group that cheap is just to give people a chance to get in. Right? I wanted to give people a chance to get in and use it to their advantage. But in the future, you have to raise prices because of that. So if you want to join, you'd have to take advantage now. Harry, how do you look at trading multiple accounts? Yeah, I do it myself. Okay, 3 minutes for this candle to close here. I'm going to wait for the candle to close. I don't like 3 minutes if it flips randomly. It's still fine. But I want to see if we get the buy option maybe in 3 minutes would be nice. Close above. Or if we can dump, we need to move pretty fast. If not, we're just consolidating. And then we got kept safe by that plan. Kept us safe. But at least with this price, the people you want to profit from make value because they see it through the emotion with the high price value, low value. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it should be medium price, high value. That's how you should do it. Not low price, high value, because at low price, people will not believe there's high value. You know? I can guarantee there's many people here watching. They don't want to take the leap because they feel like they just want to pay money into their personal account, or they want to pay into a funded account and get that and then use that money to get education. But they're doing it the wrong way around. You have to invest in yourself. Like that's what when I was first starting out, I would buy as much as I could, you know? And I didn't buy courses because there were no good courses, but I was on a heavy search for mentors and looking for people who can help me. And you know, realistically, I've paid for so many other stuff. Like for software business I opened, I paid for so many online stuff. I mean, I bloody paid, you know, for seminars and stuff like that, talking about scaling, SaaS, all of that stuff. It's literally how you can get someone to improve in this game. Even if it's just a little value, but you need that value to start, just to give direction, you know? UJ moving slow but moving down. Yeah, it might be just one of those trades that just takes its time. You still had entry. I mean, unless the 1 hour close is bullish, then it's still gonna just take its time and make its way down, I guess. Until now, if this structure is broken, it's game over. Here it's game over, above here. Until then it's technically valid, just, you know, doing its thing. You a software developer? No, I just learned about launching SaaS companies, SaaS companies, software as a service. It's a new business model, so I needed to educate myself on it, right? Exactly what I was talking about. Thank you for answering. So you believe an opportunity like that is worth it? Bear in mind they're giving you money up to $1 million, doubling their capital every 10% you made. Yeah, but why can't you do that yourself then? Why can't you not pay the 5K up front? Why can't you get a funded account? They will give you up to $1 million with a funded account. You can get $1 million in funding, and then you don't have someone in between, and you can find someone who's better. Like, I don't understand. Here's my question to you, man. You're happy to pay £5,000 right now, but you don't want to experiment and get information for £50. What? I just want to understand, honestly, what is the logic behind that? Why would you not pay £50, get them as much info, less actually. Why wouldn't you get £50, get as much information as you can, learn from that, take that as an advantage, get direct mentorship for someone who's been in the game from a while, then use that information to buy a £200 funded account and go ahead and try your own journey. And if that actually, you know, to make sure you actually are focused in this game, you could save so much money and make it better. I just want to know that logic. You know who Financial Markets Online is? I don't know who they are. It sounds like another, what was that thing called back in the day? Who remembers that? Who remembers that big pyramid scheme? What was the name of that? No, this was one in trading. Not Omega, it had a different name. Yes, IML, that's the one. Some OGs here, huh? Some OGs here, IML, yes. That's the one. I think the problem is there's tons of $50 courses and only so much time. Yeah, but the difference is mine is not a course. The thing is you are taking my time for that. I directly mentor in that. I see your charts daily. I answer your questions daily. Like, you will not get that. Trust me, there's a massive difference. The course is free with that. That's just a free add-on to make sure you guys have structured content, because people like to watch structured content. UJ hit TP? I doubt it, man. I can see from the price. No, I didn't hit TP. It's still at entry. Your stop loss here was 8.7. It moved 3.4. No, bro. No TP yet, that's for sure. For 3.4. That's for sure. And if you ran some tight 5-minute stop loss here, this candle stopped you out, right? So maybe you ran 3 pip stop loss, but then this candle stopped you out. Gold, let's see what gold wants to do here. It's still deciding what it wants to do. We'll just look at this London session, full consolidation London session. See how DAX has done on the open here. So open has popped up bullish first. 15-minute now creating a support. Popped up bullish, no candle closes above. Wow, a bit messy today, eh? Bit messy. Price really doesn't know what it wants to do. Maybe it wants to try to break out here. We could try counter trend. If it wants to break out, if not, it's going to stay in this range and then things get tight. Let's see. I agree with you 100%. Just telling you, it's perceived value. I've made millions from selling training courses. People naturally equate more dollar equals more value. Yeah, I agree with that. I did mention that. I do agree with that. People do equate that with that. I just was like always the guy who wanted to give people opportunity. But, you know, there's only a certain amount of time you give people opportunity. Were you able to trade US 30 yesterday? I couldn't see any possible trade. Nah, man, nothing. All the trades I would have posted if I took. Only US DAX is the trade I took during New York yesterday. That DAX win. Yeah, you rock, man. I'll buy your stuff. Don't have to, but more than welcome to if it's something you're interested in. I wonder if a 15 close above here is going to be enough. Guys, I have an idea. I'm not confirmed on it, but I'm going to tell you now. Everyone listen up. Everyone listen up. Next week, I might do a challenge and I might start streaming NY session as soon as next week. As soon as next week, I might start streaming NY session as like a celebration to 100K. I'm just figuring out my schedule because we are also, no, both. I would do both. Just as to show people, to say I've done it. I'm just figuring out my schedule because honestly, I'm going to be honest. If I do this, my schedule will be I need to wake up in the morning, prepare everything for the day. Stream starts 9:45. I need to get all my meals prepared, everything done. So I'm busy in the morning. Stream London session. Then between London session and New York, I need to work for 1 hour. I need to take any meeting. Then I need to go gym. Then directly from gym, I need to come back, okay? And I need to stream New York session. Once I stream New York session, I have to work 3 hours. I have 4 hours in a day I need to work because we're launching Pip Labs. Then at nighttime, I need to work till around maybe 11, 12 p.m. to finish all of the stuff for Pip Labs ahead of the launch. So I'm thinking about my schedule, guys. Because I'm not going to just come and be super tired, you know? It's not going to make sense. So we have to see how the engagement is. If it's not worth it, then that's it. Awesome, we're gonna see your pumped hands. UJ basically hit TP if we would have been in. Yeah, you could have took it if you wanted to. Could have taken it if you wanted to. I don't think it hit TP yet. Stop loss here is 8.6. It moved 5. I'm not sure why people are saying TP, TP, TP. Stop loss 8.6. Let's say, okay, 8.3. Here's your target, man. Hey, sorry, first time I'm part of your stream. I'd love to hear a little bit about you and how you got into trading and the motivation behind your trading mindset. Also, how long it became you to become profitable. I think a good thing for you to do is to go online, literally go to YouTube and search Tradesharpe podcast. I've been featured on podcasts. And if you see, look, people search it. These are all the common things people search about my name. They search about liquidity, price action, backtesting, bias, strategy, entry, session bias, setups, course, podcast. If you type podcast, there's a few podcasts that I've been on. Here's one. You can watch this podcast. There's another podcast I've been on recently. So you can watch those. There'll be a new one I'm coming up recently as well. So you're more than welcome to do that. Yeah, I'm thinking to do it now. It's not something long term. The way I have things right now for New York session is the best. The way that I have it in the private group, and we have the way I just send things. I send the plans. This gives people to have accountability. But I would like to have a little series. Maybe at least 10, 15 sessions of me just trading back-to-back New York session. I have not done that before. So my plan is to have that publicly available because all of this is value. And then we take it from there. Right? It's nice for people to also get used to it, see it, great education. And hopefully it brings in more people to come find out about me and they could benefit hopefully. So I think it's a win-win for everyone. And then boom, we shut it down and we keep it private only. Just do NY only? No, both. It would be both NY and London. But what I'll do is I'll keep London shorter. NY will be short, London will be short. So London, instead of 2 hours, 1.5 hours. Or maybe something like that, you know. Something like that. New York will be short. New York, I will start stream at 5:20. New York Open is at 5:30. My New York streams could be only 30 minutes. And that's it. That would be the best thing, right? 30-minute streams would be good. So I don't think every day will be so heavy. I really think I can manage it. The only thing I'm worried about is like a lot of times just before New York and just after New York, I have meetings. And sometimes I take those meetings while trading. But I honestly think it would be, but we have to see. If no one's showing up, then, you know. I think it would be great education, little challenge. Maybe next week, as soon as next week I start. Man. Would be nice to see you trade US 30. Yeah, I would just focus on US 30 and gold. What meetings? I have plenty of meetings, man. So I either meet to work on Pip Labs. Majority of meetings is to do with Pip Labs. I speak with different people, talk about marketing strategies. Then I meet with my team to talk about. I meet with website developer designers. I meet with obviously our coders to talk about, and Antonio. A lot of the time, me and Antonio spend maybe per week about 10 hours on Zoom, 5 hours depending on what's going on in that week. Then we take feedback, we set plans, we make schedules, we make planners. After making planners, I speak with my video editors for this week's videos, right? Because I launch videos every single day. We talk about what went well with the video, what we could have improved in the video, maybe next week what we can try, right? And then we plan a script for the next week's video, what thumbnail we're going to use, what title we're going to use. Then I have to produce the video. How much you pay in Dubai for YouTube editors? Depends. I don't share their salaries. That's their private things. Hi, was that not a typical fake out on gold? Yeah, but just no entry. I was trying to take the buys back up, but I didn't see entry. This is next to resistance. Totally screwed myself. Just gonna go back on demo, try to improve my mentality and take myself better. Yeah, you're just tilted at the moment. Don't get tilted. Very easy tilt, I can see. One trade doesn't dictate. Very simple thing. Take it and improve. If you're losing money, then you're not ready yet. You can hire editors outside. Yeah, my editors are not in Dubai. That's why I'm in a meeting with them online. What do you think of gold thunderstorm if it comes? Well, now we're at resistance, so first we'd need a close above. That would be step number one, which we're trying, but it's not happening. But if it did close above and then, that would be nice. Now we see this 15-minute candle closing. I wonder if this will start the sells here. Wonder if we could try an aggressive position on DAX if we get a good top wick. This would be a super aggressive position. Let's see the top wick here on DAX first. Because this could dump like yesterday, what we were seeing yesterday, just a full dump. If it's a good top wick, it will make sense. No, if it's not, you can't take these. But decent top wick. Stop loss above 1 minute structure-ish. Would be a 15-minute close as well. Let's see how much we can drive this top wick. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna give this a short break of low. Stop loss above the 1 minute structure. No reason for it to flip after that. Yep, that's what I want to see. If this flips now, I like it. That's exactly what I wanted to see. I will still run stop loss above the 1 minute structure. If this just reverses from here, that's why we waited. Today, waiting for top wicks has protected 3 trades now. 3 trades. If this just reverses. But this is what I wanted to see. This will be enough liquidity. If this flips, we could get a drive down. 15-minute open as well. Quick break even though, guys, so be ready. Don't be playing. So it needs to start flipping soon. If this 5-minute close is bullish, ruins the trade. Type weekly, that old weekly there. Let's see this one. Yeah, this being crossed through so many times on a 5-minute time frame, we shouldn't be affected, especially by this top wick we're seeing now. If this flips here, it's gone up so much that it should have so much volume to just poof. It would be a trade where you get in and it would push in profit. If it starts to come back, you can manage. But if this just keeps pushing bullish, we're range bound today. Today's just range bound. 5-minute will close back in the range and we have to wait. It's a boring trade then. But if this can start to flip now in the next 2 minutes, we just see some nice big candles like this. We were seeing these big candles on 1 minute. You get like one big candle down here. The next 1 minute break the low should give a drive. If that doesn't give a drive, right? See like these this one should close maybe down here, somewhere here like that. If it's gonna create bullish structure, this will just close back in the range. 5-minute will close back in the range. It won't. It will not be a valid trade, and we move on. So it has to do it now. Last 1 minute is tight, man. Come on. I mean, I do respect that the top wick's been keeping us safe, but it's freaking boring, man. Just give us a, you know, a flip, at least one of these trades. I mean, it protected us, and it's better than a loss, but you know what's better than a loss is making money. Boring plus safe is good, yeah. It just shows you reinforcing that waiting for those top wicks is good. But today we're just seeing everything just make a top wick and then get boring. It's not typically the worst thing here. But nothing has left the range today. Nothing. Deleting my sell stop, likewise. It's 28 seconds. I don't think that flips in 28 seconds. So, unfortunately, we have to wait again. Which is a little bit annoying, but keeps us safe. So, guys, for me, I'm gonna call it because it's just not doing anything. So, plan for DAX sells could be an option below here, depending on how we close. This should have been the one. This is our last chance to get the flip to get there. Flip can still happen. What we would need is next 5 minutes to close deep bearish, then the next one to close below. That can happen as a sell option. Second thing here, gold. Gold still stuck at the top of the range. No breakouts yet. Breakout trade, be careful, right? Not always the highest accuracy. 1 hour closing above would be better, especially a 30. Now, if we start to see the 15 close bearish here, we're just going to be range bound. Don't get chopped up in the range. Wait for cleaner price action in maybe New York session or something like that. And then we pick it up from there. Today, we tried to enter 3 trades. All 3 of those trades we did not get entered on. So that's a good session because it means we had setups. But unfortunately, we didn't get entered on them. But it's not unfortunately, it's a fortunate fact because it keeps us safe from losing any trades. And then we pick it up a little bit later or see how these end up forming. Maybe I take something when stream closes here because it's set up then. But appreciate you all. We'll catch you for tomorrow's stream. Take care. Tradesharpe. Hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Much love and